So welcome back. Now the third, fourth placing game is underway. So under 21 men between Malaysia and Singapore. So both teams now fighting out for the bronze medal as we reach the final day of the Asian Canoe Polo Championships 2023 held here in Marina Bay, Singapore. So Malaysia now starting the attack with 4 players on the outside. So there's a drive down the middle and the pass will be reset to the outside for another wave where they can look to get more success. And immediately that's a goal. Malaysia now lead 1 goal to 0.
It's a goal for Team Malaysia. Score now is 1-0.
So all to play for now between Singapore and Malaysia. 9 minutes remaining on the first half. So Lim now on the left flank for Singapore. See Aziz now making a good defensive run, and that's a driving shot, and that's a goal. Good shot by Toe of Singapore.
Singapore, number 7.
The score now is 1 goal to 1, and the score is level. So bin side now for Malaysia, passing it to his teammate bin Muhammad Karul Anwar, sorry. So bin Rasidi now with the ball, passing it out to his teammate bin Hisham on the left flank. So Malaysia now playing with 2 jostlers within the box. So a bit of space now on the right flank. Karul Anwar with a dribble, and the ball will move to the left flank. It's an attempt at the in-zone pass, and that's a defensive block made by the Singapore defense. Malaysia get their first corner of the day. So quick substitution made by Singapore, and Chan is now out playing as the top zoner in the traditional 1-3-1 defense of Singapore, where you observe 3 players trying to jostle for space in front of the goalkeeper, and you have your sole zoner up top to cover any gaps that appear. Shot from inside, blocked by the goalkeeper, and yet another corner for Malaysia. So jostle now by Chia of Singapore, clearing out the Malaysian jostler. Binku Aziz now jostling for space on the left flank. There's a drive in down on the right by Karul Anwar. And there's pressure now by Chan of Singapore. And bin Rasidi is trying to wriggle his way in. The ball has made its way into the zone, but it's a loose ball now. Bin Hisham will pick it up, the captain for this under 21 Malaysian team. And there's a loose ball now, and Singapore will look to go for the fast break. Chan of Singapore getting hold of possession on a loose ball. There's a run now on the left flank. Yo, the goalkeeper for Singapore, actually looking for support on his right and left, but will now opt to pass backwards to Lim, who will slow things down and work out an attack. Singapore now in possession. Scoreline is 1 goal to 1. So we see now Yo in the middle and Lim taking his position on the right flank. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. And Chan now on the left flank. So Singapore, similar to Malaysia, are placing 2 jostlers in the Malaysian zone. Chan now will start proceedings on the left flank with drive in. Quick pass to Yo. Lim is in space on the right, but the pass is not to the hands and he misses the timing. So Chan now passing back to the middle, and now there's a fast break for Malaysia. Excuse the background noise. We have some interested passerbys wondering what this spot is all about. But in the meantime, bin Rasidi has passed up. There's been a foul made by the Malaysian striker on the Singapore defender, who has got his hand hit by a pedal for his troubles, and now it's another loose ball picked up by bin Rasidi of Malaysia, looking for support now. So space on the right flank now, and Binko Aziz is in space, but great covering there by Chen of Singapore, number 4, to make sure that he didn't get the flank shot out. And Malaysia now reset to play a default attack, again with 2 jostlers in the zone. So the referee has pulled play back. Looks like he's reaching out for a cut. Earlier on in the transition, you could see that there was a fast break where the Malaysian pedal actually used his pedal to try and get the ball, but in doing so actually hit the hands of a Singapore player. He will now receive a green card for his troubles. And Malaysia are now down to 4 men. And they will remain so for the next 2 minutes until 2 minutes is up, or until Singapore scores a goal, which by definition is called power play. So 1 jostler in the zone now for Malaysia. Aziz trying to jostle for space in the middle. Khairul Anwar on space down the right flank, and with a numerical advantage, this should be well defended by Singapore. Bit of pressure now by Ng of Singapore, and looks like the ball has wriggled its way into the zone. Great block by Singapore goalkeeper, but Ng is quick on the rebound and he manages to get Singapore possession. Fast break is on now for Singapore. Chia to start the ball. And the Malaysian defender looks like he's about to press the pass to prevent the fast break from happening. Outlet pass now to Ng. Space down the middle. Takes a dribble. He has help on his right and left. So Fu now the captain for Singapore. Moving down the right flank. Surely he makes a return pass down the middle and opts to throw it back for a reset. So about... In the meantime, referee has called for a foul. In their offense, the Singapore players might have actually hit the goalkeeper, so the referee has given possession to the Malaysians. So Rasidi now starting the play for Malaysia, passes it to Khairul Anwar, who will dribble the ball up. So Malaysia still down to 4 men. And as you can see, if you can see on the game clock, there is a little counter that shows about 40 seconds remaining before Malaysia are back to 5 men. It's a loose ball now, but Rasidi picks it up, makes an in-zone pass to Aziz. He shoots and it goes wide. Possession back to Singapore. And we can see some substitutions being made. So pass now, Fu, the captain of this under-21 Singapore team, slowing things down. Yo of Singapore now in the middle. Help on his left and right. So on the right flank, he goes for a shot and a Malaysian pedal blocks it. Goes for a corner. So a corner ball now for the under-21 Singapore team, and they have another 60 seconds on the shot clock to make their next offense. Yo now driving into space. Again, Toh is on the right flank. Surely he's looking for the shot. There's a good chance, and again, there's a Malaysian pedal in the way. So surely Toh should recognize that by now that his shooting chances were perhaps not the best, given that they were blocked 2 times in a row by a Malaysian pedal. A better solution needs to be found. And perhaps that can be found on the left flank. We see Fu, the Singapore captain, now positioning himself on the left while his teammate Chen works some space. The ball comes to the flank and Fu takes a dribble. He resets out and the ball will now go back to the right flank for Toh. And again, the ball is blocked. Poked back to Fu by his teammate Chen, and Singapore will have another 60 seconds in offense. So just about 2 minutes to go for the first half. Fu now driving on the right with a good push by Chen. There's a shot, but an illegal pedal in the way surely, but referee doesn't give the foul. Outlet pass by Malaysia, and Malaysia is on the fast break. There's a runner on the left in the form of Bin Rasidi, while Toh is now back in goal for Singapore. And that's a goal for Malaysia. Great goal on the fast break.
And it's goal for Malaysia. Score now is 2-1.
So great speed again shown by Malaysia on this fast break. Again, in the build-up to this competition, they did mention that other teams around Asia have noted this under-21 Malaysia team for their speed, and they have shown just what they're all about from the fast break. So Lim now for Singapore, restarting the ball. Some substitutions are being made. Space now on the left now for Chan. Looks like loose pass, and the Malaysians think twice before going for it. They are back in the zone, which looks to be holding up pretty well. Chia now compressing the Malaysian defender towards the goalkeeper. Soto has taken a dribble. Back to Chan now. So the defense looks relatively safe on the left side of the Malaysian zone. You can see that Ng is having a bit of trouble jostling his Malaysian counterpart into the zone. But there's now some space found on the left, and the shot is tipped above the goalpost by the goalkeeper. So Singapore win the corner, and they need to look to find a better shooting opportunity should they wish to equalize. So To now starting the ball for Singapore. Lim gestures for To to continue his drive in because looks like there's a good push. To now doesn't go for a shot. He resets to his teammate, calls for the shot and blocked by Malaysia, and surely that's the end of the first half. So Malaysia go into halftime with a lead of 2-1.
And that concludes the first half of the
So Malaysia win the first ball in the second half. So Singapore on the fast break now.
possession now
Third
to
foul by Malaysia.
Singapore.
Lead now for Singapore. Score is still 2-1 with Malaysia in the lead. Pass now to Ng on the right flank. And we have Lim in the middle. Fu on the right. And Chan on the left flank. So some movement now on the Malaysian zone. Space is created on the right. We see Ng and Fu going in now, but the Malaysian zone has covered back well. So Singapore reset the attack. Probably have about 30 seconds left in this offense. The ball starts on the right now. You see it's a good steal by the Malaysian player. Poor pass to Singapore from the Singapore player actually, and the fast break is on for Malaysia. Can Singapore prevent this fast break? No, they can't, and it's a great goal by...
Goal for Malaysia, player number 9.
It's a great goal by Irfan Firdaus. So all to do now for Singapore. And we're back underway. So Lim now on the left flank. Singapore need to find a better solution in their offense. Looks like Singapore is actually down to 4 men now actually. We are not very sure what happened with the foul, but Yo now in possession with the ball. So 4 Singapore players on the pitch. They need to work to reduce the deficit. So the attack will start now on the left. Space now on the right for Toh. He will be looking for a driving shot as we have seen him do so today.